Hi there guys, and welcome to another LOLSys video featuring me, Squirrel, and in this video we're going to be discussing two particular meta items currently that are still really strong in patch 5.24, and we're still kind of strong on 5.23, and until obviously we see any kind of changes for patch notes for 5.25, we're just going to assume for now that they're still going to be strong in the next patch as well. So these two items are Frost Queen's Claim and Guinsoo's Rageblade. So we're going to discuss Frost Queen's Claim first and why it has become such a meta item for mid laners, not just ability power supports. So when AP items got changed a patch or two ago, basically every single AP item got increased in the way of it would cost more gold. So for example, Morellonomicon in patch 5.22 went up by 250 gold, but none of the stats changed. And I believe it's the same with Athene's Unholy Grail. Yeah, the price for that went up by 100 gold, but the stats didn't. And the thing with Frost Queen's Claim is in total to get a Frost Queen's Claim, it's 2,200 gold. To get a Morellonomicon, it is 2,550 gold. And to get Athene's Unholy Grail, it's 2,800 gold. So the first reason that people have started picking this up is because it is cheaper. It is far cheaper than the other first items you take if you're ability power mid laner. But we're also going to cover the stats. So all three items build out of all of them build out of Fiendish Codex, which is nice because it's where some of the ability part in CDR comes from, but we'll just go through on things. So, Frost Queen's Claim gives 150% base mana regeneration, 50 ability power, 10% cooldown reduction, plus 2 gold per 10 seconds, because that's the unique passive of that is Tribute, and it can happen up to 3 times every 30 seconds and grant you 15 gold as well. So again, that's more money that you're going to generate back. And also the active when you fully completed the item gives you the Spooky Ghosts, which is very, very strong. Now let's see if we compare that now to Morellonomicon. Morellonomicon only gives you 100% base mana regen, 80 ability power, but it does give you 20% cooldown reduction, and it also has that Grievous Wounds as well for 4 seconds. So that's kind of nice, but compared to Frost Queen's Claim, it doesn't give the same amount of base mana regen. Yes, it gives 30 more ability power and 10% more cooldown reduction, but the gold you get back for Frost Queen's Claim plus the Spooky Ghosts and the fact that it's like 350 gold cheaper is like the reason why no one's really picking up Morellonomicon, if you have sense. Then again, if you look at Athene's Unholy Grail, it gives the 25 magic resist, again 100% base mana regen, 60 ability power, and again 20% cooldown reduction. So by going for Frost Queen's Claim, yes, you're giving up that anywhere from 10 to 30 ability power that this Morellonomicon would give you, and you're also giving up 10% more CDR, and in this case 25 magic resist that it would give you, plus the 2 unique passive that Athene's have, which is it restores 2% of missing mana every 5 seconds, and it restores 30% of your maximum mana on kill or assist. Which you won't be thinking, why would you still not buy these? Well, just remember, Athene's Holy Grail is 600 gold more expensive than Frost Queen's Claim. The reason why I believe this came in is the fact that you don't need to start this right away. You're still going to start Doran's and Health Potions to start off with, and on your first back, you're going to buy Spell Thief's Edge, if possible, and then, well, you're not really. You're going to try and buy Frost Fang, which is 850 gold on your first back, and then on your next back you'll buy Fiendish Codex, and then on the third back you should be able to complete Frost Queen's Claim. So it gives you 50% more base mana regen, so it's very good for base mana regen in that case. It still gives 50 ability power, which isn't too bad. Yes, it gives some less CDR, but you're getting a lot of gold regen, and the fact that you can slow 2 champions' movement speed by 40% for 4 seconds on a 1 minute cooldown, that's really strong for being able to catch opponents, I find, for Frost Queen's Claim. So yes, people saying, oh, but you're losing out on 10% CDR. But when like your other two items that you would get first are far more expensive, is it really worth doing? Now, I have tried it myself, because normally I would go either usually I would go Morellonomicon on a lot of my AP champions, but on the way it works now, it's basically any AP champion that you bought Morellonomicon or you bought Athene's on for first item, switch that out for Frost Queen's Claim instead, because it's just far more efficient. It's more gold efficient. Yes, the stats are a tiny bit below what you used to buy, but the unique passive tribute that it gets and the active that it gives you they're just too strong. Like they could be the difference between getting a kill and not getting a kill, essentially. So you basically go Frost Queen's Claim first item, and then from there you can pretty much go like your standard build of, you know, if you get a Rabadons, get a Rabadons. If you get Luden's Echo, get a Luden's Echo. If you get Azonias, get Azonias, you know, etc, etc. But your first item is going to be Frost Queen's Claim. So for example, if you want Morellonomicon on, say, like Lex of LeBlanc, Ari, or Rihanna, you probably end up just buying this first instead, because it's far stronger, due to the fact that every other AP item cost they're just far more expensive, and you don't get your money's worth for them. So that's Frost Queen's Claim. And the next one I'm going to bring up is Guinsoo's Rageblade. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because for champions like Jax, Aurelia top lane, Xin, Master Yi in the jungle, and more recently I've seen it on Kog'Maw, AD carry, Guinsoo's Rageblade works really, really well on auto attack based champions, because, and I quote, a stack will grant plus 8% attack speed, plus 3 AD, and plus 4 ability power for 5 seconds, and this stacks up to 8 times, which will grant you a total of 64% attack speed, 24 attack damage, and 32 ability power, plus the other unique, which is Guinsoo's Rage, which grants plus 20 of your AD. It grants a certain bit of AD and AP on hit magic damage. So for example, so pretty much to sum it up, it's like Hydra, because it'll have the AoE effect to clear minions, but it's far, far stronger. So what I've been seeing is, for like the last patch or so, you'll see the likes of Jax and Aurelia's and Xin, so whoever usually went top or jungle and bought a Bork as their second item, because Bork got shafted, they're buying this. And even though in the most recent patch 5.24 the gold went up by 3, a gold increase of 300, it's still people's second item because it's far more efficient. The reason is because, yes, it works well if you use ability power and AD, but it's just the unique passive, like the fact that you can get plus 64% attack speed, the 24 AD, and the 32 ability power. As soon as you like stack that and you just auto attack like a beast, you pretty much 3-shot things. Bork does not give you the ability to 3-shot people at like 20 minutes into the game. It's just not possible. So yes, again, people are thinking, why not buy it first? Well, the thing is, I think you still need the power. In this case, from Aurelia and Jax's case, you still need Trinity Force, really, because Trinity Force gives you the initial power spike, and then Guinsoo's Rageblade just enables you to absolutely go ham in like 1v3, 1v4 people. And if you get it, for example, on a Yi or a Xin jungle, and then stack that with a Devourer, you're not unkillable by any means, but you're so strong. So people get this over Bork now, and the reason for that is Bork, for let's see, number 1 costs 3,400 gold. Guinsoo's Rageblade costs 2,800. So it's cheaper by 600 gold already. Yes, Bork gives you the attack speed, 25 AD, some lifesteal, and obviously the active. But if you compare that to the unique passives that Rageblade has, and even though Rageblade only gives you 30 AD and 40 AP, the stats for the money is still considerably better. And in patch 5.22, that's when the price for Bork initially went up, and the passive's damage dealt was reduced to 6% of current health, rather than, so it used to be 8% and now it's 6%, so it gets nerfed by 2%. The gold increase goes up, and then all of a sudden an item that no one ever fucking bought suddenly becomes like one of the best items in the game. So if you ever come across like Jax's, Aurelia's, Zin's, you know, all the stuff that I've kind of mentioned, and you're wondering why they're building this, they're building it because their other item that they usually bought, Bork, is just trash. So you'll just see people going Trinity Force, Rageblade, and then they'll, like, once they have those two items, they can probably go tank if they want to, because they have enough damage to one-shot the squishies on the enemy team. So I can see, I don't know if we're going to see Riot do anything to Guinsoo's Rageblade. They've already increased the price a bit. I don't know if they're going to adjust any of the stats on it just yet. We've not heard anything, because it's been the Christmas break, there's been no patch for a while, so we don't know if they're going to do anything. But the last I heard for Frost Queen's claim on the PvE is that the base mana regen is going to go down to 100%. And as soon as that goes down to 100%, I think we'll probably see more Morellonomicon and Athenes coming back, because it'll give the same base mana regen, and then overall it will those champs will have better stats for Frost Queen's claim. But again, for right now, which is the 4th of January 2016, was the date this is recorded. It might not necessarily be the date that the video goes out, but this is when it was recorded. Buying Frost Queen's claim and Guinsoo's Rageblade is a must. So currently in the meta now, yep, if you're a mid laner, get that item. Like, it's fantastic. And then if you're a jungler or a top laner, or apparently Kog'Maw AD carry that works well with Guinsoo's Rageblade, buy that item. I've been Squirrel, and I shall see you all next time.